In the heart of Hollywood, under the dazzling lights of the Dolby Theatre, American Idol 2025 was reaching its crescendo. The top 8 contestants stood poised to deliver performances that could cement their place in the competition's history. Among them was Canaan James Hill, a 24-year-old from Macon, Georgia, whose quiet demeanor belied the fire of faith burning within him. Tonight, he would take the stage with a song that wasn't just a performance, it was a testimony. Stand by Donnie McClurkin. Canaan's journey to this moment had been anything but ordinary. Raised in a small Baptist church, he grew up singing in the choir, his voice a blend of raw power and soulful warmth. His mother, a single parent who worked 2 jobs, always told him, "Your voice is a gift from God, Canaan. Use it to lift others." Those words echoed in his heart as he navigated life's challenges, financial struggles, self-doubt, and the loss of his grandmother, who had been his biggest cheerleader. When he auditioned for American Idol, he wasn't chasing fame, he was chasing purpose. His audition had been a revelation. Singing Sisu Winans' Alabaster Box, Canaan's voice filled the room with a haunting beauty that left the judges, Katy Perry, Luke Bryan, and Lionel Richie, speechless. Katy, wiping tears, said, "You sing from a place deeper than most. You're not just a singer, you're a storyteller." That moment secured his golden ticket, but it was only the beginning. Now, standing backstage, Canaan felt the weight of the moment. The theme for the night was songs that inspire, and his choice of Stand was deeply personal. The gospel anthem, with its message of resilience and faith in the face of trials, had carried him through his darkest days. He clutched the cross necklace his grandmother had given him, whispering a prayer. "Lord, let this be for your glory." As the stage lights dimmed, host Ryan Seacrest introduced him. Canaan James Hill is no stranger to overcoming obstacles. Tonight, he's bringing a song that's close to his heart. Here's Canaan with Stand by Donnie McClurkin. The audience erupted in applause, unaware of the spiritual journey about to unfold. The piano's opening chords filled the theater, soft and deliberate. Canaan stepped into the spotlight, his eyes closed, swaying gently. Then his voice, rich, resonant, and full of conviction, cut through the silence. "What do you do when you've done all you can, and it seems like you can't make it through?" Each word carried the weight of his struggles, yet there was an undeniable hope in his delivery. The audience leaned in, captivated. As he reached the chorus, "Stand, just stand," Canaan's voice soared, filling every corner of the theater. The raw emotion in his performance wasn't just technical perfection, it was a window into his soul. Behind him, a gospel choir emerged, their harmonies amplifying the song's power. The judges exchanged glances, visibly moved. Luke Bryan nodded along, his foot tapping, while Lionel Richie clasped his hands, eyes glistening. Canaan's performance was more than a vocal showcase, it was a sermon in song. He sang of standing firm through storms, of trusting God when the world seemed to crumble. His voice cracked slightly on the line, "After you've done all you can, you just stand," not from weakness, but from the depth of his conviction. The audience felt it, some raised their hands, others wiped tears. In that moment, the Dolby Theatre felt like a sanctuary. As the song built to its climax, Canaan poured everything into the final chorus. His voice, now a mighty instrument, carried a defiance against despair. Stand through the hurt, stand through the pain. The choir's voices swelled, and the band's instrumentation, piano, organ, and drums, created a wall of sound that shook the room. Canaan raised one hand, not for show, but as a genuine act of worship. The audience leaped to their feet, their cheers blending with the music. When the final note faded, the theater erupted. Canaan stood, breathless, tears streaming down his face. The judges rose for a standing ovation, joined by the entire audience. Ryan Seacrest approached, placing a hand on Canaan's shoulder. "Canaan, that was more than a performance. That was a moment we'll never forget." Katy Perry spoke first, her voice thick with emotion. "Canaan, you didn't just sing, you ministered. I felt every word, and I know everyone in this room did too. You're a light." Luke Bryan added, "Man, that was powerful. You took us to church tonight, and I'm grateful." Lionel Richie, ever the sage, leaned forward. "Son, you've got a gift that transcends this competition. Your messages from his church community back home, who had gathered to watch. You made us proud, Canaan," one text read. You showed the world what faith looks like." The impact of Canaan's performance rippled beyond the theater. Clips of Stand went viral on social media, with viewers praising his authenticity and spiritual depth. On X, fans posted, "Canaan James Hill just brought gospel to American Idol. Chills. And that's how you sing with purpose. #Stand." The performance sparked conversations about faith, resilience, and the power of music to heal. As the season progressed, Canaan remained a frontrunner, not just for his vocal talent, but for his humility and heart. He often spoke about his faith in interviews, saying, "I'm here to share what God's done for me. If one person is encouraged, that's enough." His rendition of Stand became a defining moment of American Idol 2025, replayed in highlight reels and remembered as a testament to the show's ability to showcase not just talent, but truth. In the end, whether Canaan won the title mattered less than the legacy he was building. He had stood through trials, through doubt, through the glare of the spotlight, and his voice had become a beacon of hope. For Canaan James Hill, Stand wasn't just a song. It was his story, his faith, and his gift to the world.